look at us here at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And we're off from MetLife. Fields this one at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So out come the Giants. Their first drive of the game coming up. And they'll be brought out by the 2025 first-rounder out of Ole Miss. Here's Jackson Dart.
One of the really cool things about Jackson Dart's career, both high school and college, is every step of the way he just kept getting better. And that's what the great pros do. Joe Burrow, Lamar, Josh Allen, they never rest on their laurels. They're constantly striving to be excellent. It's exactly what Jackson Dart did collegiately and what he'll have to do professionally.
It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Now here's Cam Scattergood on the ground. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. From the gun, here's Dart. Connection made with his running back. This is Cam Scattergood.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler. Gets himself into rhythm, and I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Third down now. Here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face fourth and short.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Don't want to punt from here, but too far for a field goal as well. They're going for it here. And the QB keeps it on the sneak. And he's touched as they pick up that first down on fourth.
Fourth and 1, why not turn it into a battle up front? You think you got the bigger, badder dudes on the line? Well, they just proved it. No thinking, just doing.
Here's first and 10 from the 42 as this opening drive continues. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, he connected on 3 straight before that throw, Brock. Might not be perfect anymore on this drive, but they are still moving it well.
And I don't expect that one to interrupt his progress very long. They're still on a mission this series, and he's the one driving it.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. Dart out of the shotgun. Completed over the middle. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Coming to the line, this is first and 10. They'll go play action. Here's Dart. Close count. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage, he gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
It's Scannaboo on second down. He's going to be driven backwards. Looks like he's at the 8. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put two tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Back to throw. Here starts. Drops back. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Jason Sanders on for the field goal. This from 28 yards away. Sanders sends it through. And our game starts with a field goal on the opening drive.
If they can keep moving that ball the way they did on the opening drive, he's going to be called upon, I'm going to guess, Kate, for more than just field goals. Probably some extra points, too.
Gano ready to send this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. Bringing them out is a Mississippi State 4th-round pick in 2016 who's found considerable success in this league, Dak Prescott.
I don't think I'm alone in this, Kate. To me, Dak is one of the easiest players to root for their success in the NFL. I think for me and for many others, it's based on all he's overcome, from tough playoff losses to significant injuries. His leadership, his stats, his ability to play like an MVP in big moments, at his best, he really is all you could ever ask for.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Dak now from the gun. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Quarterback of his renown, Kate, I'm not surprised at all to see him throw it into double coverage early. And that incompletion, well, it's just going to fuel his confidence that much more to keep forcing it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. That's Ferguson. He brings it in. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. A pickup of 17. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead with Williams. This is ahead for about 5. Javon Holland there to make the stop.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, I'll give some credit to the defense there. Limited the gain to the outside, contained him for minimal yardage. But it was going to be tough to stop him from getting a 1st down as close as they were to the sticks.
1st down, Cowboys.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 47. First down, here's Dak. Oh, look at this, here he goes. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Kate, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass, it was a scramble. but Annette's the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. They go with Williams on the counter. They stop him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
An offensive group really hoped he was going to get it all right there, reset it back to 1st down. But instead, the defense, well, they're not going to let anything come easy. And their fight is giving them a chance to stall things out on 3rd and short.
Prescott to sneak it. They were loaded and ready for that sneak, weren't they? They stop him at the line. No gain.
It's a gain of a yard.
That's more than a must-get for a quarterback. I really put that in the always-get territory. Even if the defense knows what's coming, you got to be able to drive forward for at least a couple inches.
Opening drive going according to plan. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Prescott again on the keeper. And he's stuck with him, but this one heads the wrong way. He winds up losing yards.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
Back to the line they come, 2nd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Hits him on the in route. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. Brought down by Paulson Adebo.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes, you can get to win-win.
Prescott now on 3rd down. That's caught for the 1st. And into the end zone he goes for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys won up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Return starts at the 3. He stopped on the run back at the 27. Now for the 2nd time this game, we get a look at the New York offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Going on 1st down. It's Dart. Pressure coming, and they take him down. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When we think about safeties, I mean, it's just right in the name, right? The safety is the last line of protection in the passing game. We don't think of them as blitzers. But, Kate, let me tell you, for a safety blitz to get home, they got to be great disguisers. They can't show that blitz early. That safety didn't, and the quarterback took the brunt of the contact.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see here, 2nd and 19. Scatterboo now from the gun. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. Kalen Carson with the tackle. Give him 5 on that play. Still need 3 times that now on 3rd and 15. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. 7-3 is our score. We'll get back to East Rutherford after this. Welcome back. We'll begin this 2nd quarter with the Giants in possession. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Oh, recovery. Well, they scrambled back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got fourth down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
Slow snap, but he's able to get this one away. And he makes the fair catch inside the 45. Back out come the Cowboys for their second drive. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back and forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
1st and 10. Here's Prescott. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
2nd and 3 now. Dak off the play fake. He's got it downfield near the edge. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. It's a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And this is Cox. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys now lead by 10. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys drive their lead to 11.
14, Giants 3. Brandon
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. Escapes a defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Now here comes the New York offense. And they find themselves trailing by 11 as they take over down 14-3. New York to the line. 1st and 10. Let's start on the ground here. Tracy. And they will finally catch up to him in just a second before he could reach that 40. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
On play action with Dart. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
That's a veteran move right there by a rookie quarterback. You see so many rookies, we do, Kate, who try to play hero ball and force things in every single spot. But he's already wise enough to know how to throw it away.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's 2nd and 10. Driving forward with Scatteroo. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
And the Giants 1st down.
To be a stud back in this league, it takes more than just checking the athletic boxes. There's an IQ, a feel, A patience and craftiness required along with just tremendous vision. He showed all of it navigating that run up the middle.
That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. Darts looking to throw. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Following that completion, remember the O-line looks to be in some pain. They're headed out to take a look at him now. Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Here goes Dart to the air. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Giants first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 32. They'll go play action. It's his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly, as a check-down outlet on short throws.
Dart gonna throw again. Finds the in route complete. And they'll stand him up and sit him down at the line.
The defenders, they were ready for that throw, stopping him right at the line of scrimmage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Taking a chance to the end zone. Defender gets his hand in there and breaks it up. A possible touchdown denied. That's going to bring up 4th down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
Sanders sends it through. And that brings the deficit back within a score, 8 points.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
All right, that lead cut down to 8 after that score, and the kick is away. Here's Kavontae Turpin on the return. Pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Cowboys about set to take over. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their 3rd touchdown in 3 drives. Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Michael McFadden able to make the play.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. They stay on the ground with Williams. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
And the Cowboys first down. An 8-yard.
You know, Coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Prescott now off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. There gonna drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Prescott here from the gun. Completed over the middle. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Third and long, Prescott. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. The intended target there was CeeDee Lamb. And that brings up fourth and long.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. New York taking over once again. The offense heading out. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. And he has enough room to gain about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Throwing off the play fake. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Lofts it deep right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Darts out of the shotgun. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Okay, we've seen this running back pretty busy here early on in the passing game, and not just with checkdowns. You could tell this was going to be part of the game plan, and I don't think one incompletion here to him is going to deter that effort.
2nd and 10 now. Here's Dart. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Looking for Malik Neighbors that time. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
3rd down now. Here's Dart. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down to the 28. A good pass from the rookie out of Ole Miss, and it gets him a first.
19 yards. And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And there's the stop after he drives this down to the 13. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Giants, first down.
You know what I call that play, Kate? I call that a confidence injector. It just injects belief in that O-line, that running back, and most importantly, that play caller knowing he can call a run and he can get a first down too.
He's stepping up and takes off with this one. The Giants using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
As a quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. But a short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
Just a yard left to go on second down. On the handoff, here's Scatterboo. That's not the way you want to go. Wrong way there. The push sends him backwards to the 6. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3. Dart setting in to throw here. Setting up the running back screen. And that's a New York touchdown. The Giants earn the chance to tie before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays and have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Jason Sanders to try the extra point. And he hits the extra points. A little surprised they wouldn't go for 2 in the tie, but at least he made it, so the lead falls to a single point. Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And clinging to this 1-point lead, Brock, probably don't want to risk too much here. Just over 30 seconds left in the half as they come to the line. 1st and 10, Prescott. That's him on the quick hitter. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
2nd and 6 coming up here. One final shot before the half. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. So just a 1-point game here at the break, Brock, as we go over to the EA Sports Halftime Reports with our buddy Scott Hansen.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome into the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you on an abridged halftime report. Good competitive first half. This game kind of has a punch-counterpunch feel to it, as reflected on the scoreboard. Tight game going into the second half. Can either team pull away? To find out, let's go back to the stadium and our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
All right, Scott, thanks so much. We are back, and this one's shaping up to be an exciting one. Very close game, Brock, as we start our 3rd quarter. Gano ready to send this away. Fielded at the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. And they take the field in good but not great shape, Brock. They've got that lead, but no doubt they'd love to see it grow.
Yeah, and just having the lead does take some pressure off. It doesn't change the sense of urgency. It's always on tilt in the NFL, but it should allow them to operate a little more freely.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Simply put, Kate, that is a drive starter extraordinaire.
One play in, and they are already close to midfield. First down, and they go right back to it. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Dexter Lawrence on the tackle.
Taken down at the 50-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. They fake the hands off. Now Prescott. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Third and long for him here. Escapes the pocket. He's making a bid for it. And he's going to have this one down to the 37. It's a gain of 12 on that one. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Williams now on 1st and 10. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
That's another Cowboys 1st down.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And that carry only gets one on the plunge up the gut.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. From the gun is Prescott. Dumps it off to his running back. And he won't have any room after that quick pass. Well covered by the defense. That play loses yards.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11. Throw here, 3rd down. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
So 4th down brings out Brandon Aubrey to try for the Cowboys field goal. It's on the right hash for this 39-yarder. Aubrey puts it through, and that'll puch their lead to 4.
Well, they'll take it. Some points to add a little to what's still a pretty small lead. Eventually, I think we all know they've got to find a way to reach the end zone.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Gunnar Olszewski now to return. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Giants about to get to work on offense. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. The New York offense ready to get going here. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun this time, here's Dart. Austin makes the grab downfield. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. Running with Scannaboo. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. It's a design boot. Pulled in by his back, Scatterboot. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Dart. Strong running inside the 30, and he'll finally be taken down at the 25. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Giants, first down. First and
They
10
like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Quick one to the outside by Dart. And he'll go down here at the 16.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate. It turns into a nice game.
Cowboys 16-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Here's Scatterboot. They stopped him just in time. He got back to the line, but denied the yard they needed. 3rd down coming up.
Hey, I know 3rd and 1 feels like an automatic running down, but after seeing that last play yield you nothing, this offense and that coordinator's got a seed of doubt. This defense playing some mind games with them.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Going right back to Scatterboot. And the run will not work. He is soft at the line. This is going to be 4th and short. Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. All right, they made the red zone, and it's touchdown or bust, it seems. They were lining up to go for this. He's back to throw. Got a man, and Neighbors has it. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
13-yard line.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Here goes Dart to the air. This one's caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. And Scatterboot here on the ground. And he's going to take it in for the New York touchdown. The Giants grab the lead on their first series of the half. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Extra point attempt coming from Sanders. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 3.
Giants 20, Cowboys 17.
Gano ready to send this away.
To kick off for New York.
Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And they have tried on occasion to ramp up their passing game, but Just nothing has worked with consistency yet, Brock. Might be why they trail near the end of this third quarter.
We sure love teams who excel on the ground.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up second down.
They call play action. Would have been better to actually give it to him on a carry right there, Kate. The front was fooled, well, for about a split second, if that. And that play call ended up working in their favor as it leads to a sack.
Pass rush could be coming again after that last sack, Brock. Let's see. Here's 2nd and 19. Dak now from the gun. That's caught by Williams. And this one doesn't go far.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
Let's see what they went with. Third down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. Well, there's another one to Williams. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10.
At their own 27-yard line.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they're going to get to him after a gain of close to 5 as they send him out.
That's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier.
Quarter. It's the Giants with the ball, trying to close out what would currently be a win. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Now it's Scatterboo. And not much space available there, maybe 2, and that brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here he is on 3rd and short. He has the first over the middle, and he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
A 7-yard gain.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
At the 41-yard line.
So 1st down from the 41. Now Dart. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
I know the scoreboard doesn't say it, but this has been a winning effort up front defensively. One of the keys to their success was going to be this pass rush and sacking the quarterback, and they can check that box.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Darts out of the shotgun. Dump off caught by his back. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers. That time, a running back in the flat.
3rd down now. Here's Darts. Oh, puts some air under this one. Right side. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. just couldn't hang on through the contact. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Ooh, snap came in slow, but he got it away. Begins his return at the 16. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Prescott here from the gun. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. A gain of 15 there. And that's good for a Dallas 1st down.
Cowboys 1st down. A gain of 15. And a Cowboy 1st down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas, Clark, and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Dak off the play fake. Finds his fullback. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. Running right, it's Williams. And this drives him back out of field goal range, Brock, as he's stopped for loss of yardage. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Now Dak to throw. Finds him on the slant. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. It's a 29-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Dallas 1st down.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Handoff goes to Williams, running right. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. That one's incomplete in the end zone. Took his shot at 6 that time. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that pass in, Brock. It takes a special quarterback to thread the needle. He couldn't do it.
You know what that's like? That's like passing across your own crease in hockey, Kate. That's a big no-no. When you challenge double coverage in the end zone, then let me tell you, coaches don't really like that either.
almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Didn't see a whole lot of room to fit that passing, Brock. Thrown into double coverage. How's Coach going to feel about that one?
Yeah, that's a no-no. Yeah, I experienced that as a player, and now as a coach, please don't do that again.
So a big kick coming up for Brandon Aubrey. This is going to be a 31-yarder from the right hash. Tracking for it, and it's good! And in the fourth quarter, that's going to tie the game.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going. Here's Dak. And he's got it. It's in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit. And you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Prescott, a quick throw, complete. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys take a fourth quarter lead. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock, but I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, Kate. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
A chance to take their lead beyond a field goal on this point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys take a 4-point lead.
24, Giants 20.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Giants and Jackson Dart set to go back on offense. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. On 1st and 10, here's Dart. This could decide things. It's intercepted! And the Cowboys are stopped a little inside the 30. He got in front of that one for the pick. Looks like that's the receiver it was designed to go to on that play, too.
Yeah, the QB just must have missed the lurky defender in coverage right there. That's where, as a QB, you've got to have the vision to not just see your route, but see those defenders in front of you. If you stare down your receivers in this league, turnovers follow.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Going left side, Williams with it. Dropped by the first guy he's met. No gain on that first down run. The Giants using their first timeout. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Back to throw, here's Dak. Screen here for Williams. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. Timeout called, and that's going to be the 2nd for New York. And with another one gone, they're going to have just 1 remaining this game. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Back to throw it. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan going to haul in a heck of a souvenir. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Here's a return from the 7. Here come the Giants, ready to take over again on offense. And the question out there is, Brock, how early and often are they going to try passing here after they were picked off on the previous drive?
Well, I think the answer to that is how much trust does this play caller have in his quarterback? We're going to get to find out right now.
And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 34-yard line.
2nd and 3 now. With the gun this time, here's Dart. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play, and it's good for a New York first down. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants losing by 7 from the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Scalaboo. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Setting up to pass. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Back to throw. Drop this down, Scatterbo. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And the Giants are going to have the first down.
Kid, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
Connects on the crosser. Ooh, got him close to the line of the game. Down to the 25, 3rd and maybe a yard. The Giants are going to call their final timeout here. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Here comes play number 8 of the drive, 3rd and 1. We'll give right side, it's Scatterbo. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
I love that call on 3rd down because it just gives you options. The best 3rd down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
Time not on their side here as they get set for 1st down. No timeouts remaining either. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone, but they just can't finish the play.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Almost had back-to-back interceptions. A chance for him now to clean things up here on 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Oh, he lost the football! And they get back on top of it, but he's touched down. So no final heroics today. This one is over. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from New York.